I don't know if it's been recording. I think we're officially recording. Okay. What's up? Sorry. So this is a live stream. Hello to everyone who's watching it live, and if you're watching this after the fact, it's still relevant. So what's up? Hang out. The chat is not appearing now. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I've got I'm gonna do a Q&A with you guys and just talk to you. I haven't done this in a while, but also I'm gonna give you a heads up on an auction we're doing for charity. Actually, not we, my podcast, Strike Back Podcast. Hello, everyone joining. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit. I'm just reiterating myself, so I'm sorry if you're watching this not live. Yeah, I have a really cool auction going on from Strike Back Pod. We wanted to do something to help out down in Houston. More so, a lot of us have donated stuff and done things on a personal level, and Revive's done some stuff, but Strike Back wanted to do something. So we got some out-of-print Revive gear, stuff that you can't find on shred quarters, and we're doing an auction, and we're just taking what that auction does. We're going to donate it all to a charity. We said Red Cross in the podcast, but we're gonna. But I've heard a lot of people saying that Red Cross isn't really like you spend like $8 and they give like 40 cents worth of food from that $8. So I'm gonna find a charity that I really think is effective. I'm gonna ask people, and we're gonna donate it all, and we're gonna match it. So whatever this auction goes for is we're gonna turn around and match it, and it's just something we're trying to help out as much as we can. So that's what this is about. But hang tight, guys, because I'm gonna do a little Q&A at the same time after this, so I can talk to you guys, and because I haven't done that in a while. So there's a lot of people talking. Congratulations, TR Buds, on your first ollie. That's awesome. So okay, so this board right here, 8-bit lifeline. It's been a second since this has been in the store. This was very popular. This is in the auction, and you know what? I don't know if this is supposed to be here. You get 2 decks with the auction, but this is the T-Rex. I think this has been out a little longer. This is an 8.5 though. The other is an 8.125, which is a good medium. So if you get the auction and you'd rather just have a different size in a normal deck we have, let us know and we can switch it out. But you also get, boom! This is an old Force hoodie. This is probably my favorite Force hoodie ever. It's just got this slash on a red zip up. And then this is really cool. You get 2 shirts. This graphic, if you remember that, that's not too long ago. And then the cat graphic, which I don't know if this is out of print, but this is in here. So, but let me open it up. This is probably the coolest thing in here. I'm pretty sure this is the first, from the first run. This is a first edition Force wheel. It is a 55, so it's a big wheel, but it is from the first set. So that's kind of cool because I don't even think I have one of these. So first edition Force wheel, the 2 decks, the hoodie, 2 shirts, and then we got some stickers, like a bunch of stickers in there for you. And the proceeds go directly to help people in Houston. And then, man, with how things are looking in Florida and down in the Caribbean, I got a phone call. My gosh. Sorry. I got a phone call. I'm back. With everything happening, this is a time we really need to come together and help out. So, if you're just joining now when this posts and is like on my channel, go back and watch the beginning of it. But it's an auction to get some out of print Revive gear, and it goes directly to Houston and everyone down there. So there you guys go. Please help out. If you don't want to do this, just find a way how you can, whether that's spreading the word of another charity. Or whatnot, and follow Southside Skate Park down there. They do a lot. They're doing a lot endlessly, and they're awesome. So, all right, with that said, thank you, dudes and dudettes. I'm going to do some Q&A. Well, you get, this box is huge. Great, I just spilled the shirt. All right. All right, so I'm just going to talk to you guys now. Are you excited for The Last Jedi? Says Laser Player. Yes. I collect things here and there, and when the toys came out, I so wanted the Luke action figure. And I was in Gatlinburg at the time, not able to get to like a toy store. And I got home and I managed to find him, so I'm a nerd. But now he can sit on my desk and be like, I have Luke. Brian Brumsey says he'll match a quarter of the final bid. That's awesome. Brian, you are the best. In fact, I'm going to find a really good charity, and that's a good way to contribute and give back, and I'm going to put it in the info of this video if you guys like want to figure out. But it's following Southside's a good start. When's the Revive Fall Line video coming out? That's coming out next... or this upcoming Warehouse Wednesday. So like the next week, the next Warehouse Wednesday comes up, you'll find it all out. I do unveil one of the decks in A Day in the Life that's coming out in 2 days. Do the charity direct relief, says St. Webby. I will look into that. Thank you. That's awesome. Vivian unboxing. You give a skateboard now. I'm talking about a auction that gives to charity, but there are skateboards involved. Just asks my favorite horror film, and I would say Paranormal Activities. Stigmata's really good. I like the supernatural stuff like ghosts and possession and all that creepy stuff. There are so many questions. Xavier Perez says, shout out to New Mexico. There you go. Shout out, New Mexico. Tucker Warlock, where do babies come from? You're on the internet. If ever you could find out where they come from, it's the internet. But you're just messing with me, so. It's Count 45. I do see this. Callum Plays. Just did his first Pop Shove It. That's awesome. Jacob Nicholson says, favorite skate video, and that would be Misled Youth by Zero Skateboards. Or no, I don't know. Actually, I'm going to say Welcome to Hell by Toy Machine. They're both so good. I don't know. Who said this? What are you currently listening to music-wise, Connor Beck? I recently just downloaded a Descendants album I had when I was younger, and I've been listening to them. I've been listening to Less Than Jake, which is, I don't like ska too much, but I like Less Than Jake, so I've been jamming that. And then, like, you know, AFI, Rise Against, all my normal stuff. Coheed. Skate IDK says, are you excited about Stranger Things? Oh my gosh, I am. That's it's my favorite, like, current show. That and The Walking Dead are just crushing. Gosh. TR Bud says, best channel on YouTube. Thank you, dude. That means a lot. I'm excited about the recent videos I filmed. I've had a lot of fun doing, like the day in the life. And then I just filmed a shoe test video of these. These are great. These are the Everstitch Swifts by S. They're so good. I landed a really like a switch nose slide big flip in the video, and I haven't done one of those that I didn't like. I did the flip really flowingly. It was the landing could have been smoother, but I was so happy I did it. So that comes out next week. Watch out for that. Tony Frontiero says Walking Dead is jank. Read the comics and you'll have a different opinion. The comics are so good. They're like 10 times better than the show. Ryan Kemp, what is your favorite skateboarder? That is tough. Jason Park has always been one of my favorite. There's so many talented dudes. William Spencer. I like a lot of the guys that I'm fortunate enough to be friends with, but a lot of the guys that just are doing stuff that you just aren't used to seeing. I of course like watching the Street League dudes too, because they're just like they're pushing themselves and pushing the limits of skateboarding. But I don't know, my dudes. Greg Bell says, do you like Rick and Morty? I just started watching it. Actually, no, I just watched one recently, and I'm gonna continue on. But I mean, it seems cool. I go through phases with animation. Like sometimes I'll watch animated shows like South Park or something, and I used to watch Family Guy, not so much anymore. But Bob's Burgers, I watched that a little bit. But yeah, I'll give Rick and Morty a chance. Science Guy, what is your favorite movie? It's not my favorite movie. It's everyone's favorite movie. It's Empire Strikes Back. What a good movie. It's the correct answer. It's not an opinionative question. Jordan Emma says, who's better, Sam Tabor or Aaron Cairo? I mean, at what? You know, Aaron Cairo is vastly better at technical skateboarding. When it comes to creative stuff, Sam Tabor's better. Like, Sam Tabor's better at having a weird face. Like, that guy has like a Jim Carrey face. He can make it look so weird. And then Aaron Cairo is, I don't know. He's better at something. You know, he's definitely better at manuals. Favorite NoFX album? Tyler Weinberg asks favorite NoFX album. I would say So Long and Thanks for All the Shoes. It's an old one, but amazing. So good. Dylan asks where's Ryden. Well, he did start kindergarten, but today he's off. They like went one day, then they're off. So he's with me. He's in the warehouse watching one of his YouTube channels that he watches, Funnel Vision. But he was like, he just started watching. He's been like, hanging out with me and helping, and he skated a little bit. He's been having a lot of fun. Sarah Thomas, what's up? Says it's been out for a while now, but what do you think of Rise Against' recent album? I think it's the best since what's the one after Siren Song? Suffer the Witness. I think it's the best. It's such a good album. So good. Greetings from Belgium. I'm big fan of you. Thank you, Bartek. It means a lot. I hope everything's going well in Belgium. It's probably certainly less dramatic than it is here. Jeez. Abdallah Jamal says, do you play PS4? Yeah, I have a PS4. Then I have a Switch. I haven't had a lot of time for video games recently. Breath of the Wild I definitely played. That was one of the best games to come out in like 10 years. So good. And I just started playing Final Fantasy 15 on my PS4, so We'll see. Corey Gribben says, "What's this video about?" So at the beginning, if you're just getting here, there's an auction for some out of print Revive stuff, and when this posts to YouTube, which is after I end this, all the proceeds from the auction go to the charity down in Houston. So that's what it was about. Now I'm just doing Q&As, guys. What is happening? Sorry, my screen just flipped out. Okay, we'll do a few more questions. I don't know how long I've been doing this. Chance Monette says, just started skating again after 10 years, bought all my gear from you guys. Dude, thank you so much. One, it's awesome to hear you're back on the skateboard. I hope our gear treats you well, but the important thing is that you're out there having fun. Not to sound like a cheesy broken record, but, you know, if it's true, I'm going to keep saying it. Walter Oliveira says, do you like Foo Fighters? Yeah, I like the older stuff more. But their new stuff is fine. I just haven't really picked up an album in a while. Favorite, Mark Pearson says, favorite Star Wars character, Obi-Wan Kenobi for sure. He rules. And they're going to do a movie with him. I'm so psyched on that because from the prequels, Ewan McGregor was like the best thing about that. I feel like his young Obi-Wan wasn't weird. It was awesome. Valeria Melendez says, would you ever get a girl GoPro for Revive? I am a firm believer in that it does not matter what you look like, what your skin color is, whether you're a guy or a girl, my dad and mom didn't even like engrave that in my head. We just were kind of raised that way. It just was a thing. Yeah, I wouldn't. It all depends on if they're a part of the family. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. You know where you're from. So yes, I'd absolutely do it. Short. Praise of Death says old or new AFI, and the new AFI album is amazing, super good. That's also one of the better ones in a few albums for them. But I'm gonna go with old AFI. So Black Sails, Art of Drowning, and Sing the Sorrow are their best albums. Robster1234, what is your favorite childhood TV show? I don't know. That's a good question. Like young, I watched Dino Riders. That ruled. Ninja Turtles ruled. I watched that with Ryden now, and it's still entertaining. But then when I was a little older, ever since I was 10 at 12, I always watched Star Trek Next Generation. I was a huge nerd during high school. I still am, but I was full on, nothing else. My life was just nerdy things. Joss Nichols says, any new shapes for Revive or 3 Block? For 3 Block, yes. Nobody has ever said anything bad. They've always said good things about Revive's shape. We've never had them emailing us to get a different shape. So I mean, if it's not broke, I'm not gonna fix it. But not to say I wouldn't I don't know. Maybe we'll experiment. But definitely with 3 Block. Jake Durkin, how many concussions have you had from skateboarding? None, or one, just one. All the slams on Instagram that I just put up were they didn't even hurt. I just kept skating. I honestly don't feel pain. I don't think normal people, because I can just I could punch someone in the face right now, it'd be fine. Don't punch yourself in the face, but yeah, the slams on Instagram weren't. I just kept skating. Actually, the 50-50 one where I said, "Ow, that hurt real bad," it freaked me out, so I didn't keep trying the 50-50. But those board slide and front board slams, I landed that front board after that. Toby Mason says, who's your favorite skater not on Revive? So I guess you mean outside of my Shred Quarters family. And I would say it's tough. There's so many. Dave Enger, but then he's my friend. Does that count? I don't know. Technical side, Kelly Hart rules. Chris Jocelyn is super enjoyable to watch. I don't know, man. That's tough. There's too many of them. It always used to be Jamie Thomas, though. Not saying that I don't like Jamie Thomas now. But growing up, I just hero worshipped him, and he was the dude that inspired me so much. But as I've grown older and he's grown older, the scene's changed, and he's not a heavy dude out there. It's awesome that he still skates, though. Gosh, props. I have so much respect for what he's done for skating, and the fact that he goes out there and kills it still. So super inspiring. But since the game has changed so much, I feel like I should have a different answer for that. Dragon Ball Drake says, do you ever dream to meet Tony Hawk? I have a video of meeting him. Ryden and I hung out with him for a second. So I don't dream. It's happened. He was nice. I didn't hang out with him too long. I think he might be in the movie. There's been rumors, nothing official yet, so I'm not saying anything, but I feel like it's a possibility that he might be in the movie that I'm in coming up. We're filming in October. Or we're filming in October or November, I don't know. To be debated. Continued. Favorite, Claire Thompson says favorite Nintendo console, and I would say Super Nintendo. Awesome. The new SNES Classic is going to be so good. I really hope I can get one easily without ripping myself off. All right, let's do a couple more. Where has Sam Fluharty been? He was always my favorite. Asks your boy Jay Frost. He actually was just here, and I didn't know he was in town. I was in Gatlinburg, and all of a sudden I saw like a story of him hanging out with Alex. I was like, what? But I think he was in and out. He didn't skate. But yeah, he lives in San Francisco now, and he's got like a life, and he still skates by himself once in a while. But he's like a OG now on the team, so he's still part of the family, though. He always will be. All right, one more, guys. All right, well, this isn't the last one. Leighton Parker says, do you like your fans? And I like any... Well, one, I endlessly appreciate anyone that watches my stuff. But, yeah, of course, I enjoy meeting any, like, honestly nice, good person. But the fact that anyone supports what I do here is just... I love to say thank you in real life. That's so, of course, you guys are the best. Is it awkward that I'm just, like, staring off... Like, I'm not looking right there? Okay, I'm just trying to make a good one. Any kid size? All right, Grant Tusher says, any kid sizes 7 inches coming up for the holidays. We don't have any plans on doing that, but we haven't put the order in, so maybe we should experiment with that. I don't know. I always like the idea of making like a little dude size board, since Ryden, does what he skates all the time, and he could actually use it. But I don't know. We'll see. And last question, Jordan Emma says, what is your favorite video game? And that is Earthbound. I always say two things. I say the greatest video game of all time is Final Fantasy VII, but my favorite video game is Earthbound. It makes me feel like a kid again. It's so good. It's funny. Download it. If you have like a Wii U, I don't think it's on Switch yet, but if you have a Wii U, you can get it on there. It's so good. It's an RPG, and you're like 4 like teenagers that go like take on aliens. It's awesome. But that's it, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. The auction, as I said, there's a link to it right down there. It's at the top of it, so tune in for that. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great day. Tomorrow I have a 3-block edit with just like raw footage of Carlos. It's not really a 3-block video, but there is a 3-block sale like special going on this weekend at the Shred Course, and it's really good. You're gonna want to jump on it. So that's it. I will see you guys in the future, and I'm done here. I'm going to figure out how to end this. Oh, finish. That would do it. Yeah. Ha. Goodbye, guys. Love you guys.